Welcome to Sonia Intimate Connections. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I was shocked by this one. That highly intelligent people often struggle with relationships, according to psychology. They overthink almost everything. There's a saying by Albert Einstein that goes, any fool can know, the point is to understand. It's a wise reminder of how intellect it is not just about collecting facts, it's about intercepting them. Highly intelligent people have a brain that never seems to switch off. They analyze every detail from the tone of your voice to the subtle shift in your posture. While this can be as incredible to an academic or professional setting, it can also become a roadblock in a relationship. Think about this. All these thoughts can be exhausting for both them and the people around them. They might unintentionally push people away because they seem distant, as if they stuck in their own head. You might catch somebody rereading a text message thread multiple times, trying to decode hidden meanings. But actually, there's no hidden meanings. You're just overthinking it. Two, emotional intelligence might lag behind. It's a big myth that an IQ automatically pairs with emotional intelligence. That's a myth, y'all. In reality, people have advanced conjunctive abilities might not invest in the same effort into developing emotional skills. Dr. Daniel Goleman, a leading psychologist who popularizes the concept of emotional intelligence, once noted that if your emotional abilities aren't in hand, if you don't have self-awareness, you are not going to get very far. Some folks who are used to excelling in school or at work might struggle when emotions enter the pictures. Feelings aren't always logical. You can't just solve sadness with a neat step-by-step approach, no matter how many books you read. The gap between intellect and emotional understanding can create friction in a relationship. Three, difficulty finding similar minds. Consider how draining it could be if you're always yearning to talk about advanced topics, but few people in your circle share the same interests. Psychologically, human bonds overshare experience. Highly intelligent individuals sometimes find it hard to discover people who can or want to discuss the deeper topics they love, whether they're quantum mechanics, 14th century literature, or complex philosophy. When you're perpetually starved for the kind of conversation that fills you, you may start feeling lonely or annihilated or alienated. For instance, you might love analyzing every angle of the latest Nobel Prize winning studies, while your friends prefer talking about pop cultures. Both are perfectly valid interests, but the mismatch can be painful. At times, you find yourself geeking out over some askew psychological theory only to notice everyone's eyes glazing over at a party. It's a frustrating moment, especially if those topics feed your soul. For the intimidation factors. Sometimes a highly intelligent person doesn't even realize how intimidated they can appear. If you're throwing around big words or referencing niches, topics, others might feel insecure or overshadowed. Even a simple conversation can be misread as a lecture when someone's vocabulary or knowledge is extensive. There's a famous quote from the cultural anthropologist Margaret Mead. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. While we're all unique in some way, it is important to remember that not everyone has the same knowledge base. If you're discussing advanced algorithms, the other person might hear it as I'm smarter than you. That creates barriers to genuine connections. It is easy to see how a mismatch in knowledge or expertise can lead to relationship fizzling out or never started in the first place. 5. Perfectionism breeds pressure. A lot of highly intelligent people set impossibly high standards for themselves and sometimes for those around them. Perfectionism is not the same thing as striving to be your best. Perfectionism is the belief that if we live perfectly, look perfectly, and act perfectly, we can minimize or avoid the pain of blame, judgment, and shame. That's heavy stuff and it applies to relationship as well. Trying